I have to mention J.K. Rowling and what she did for children and young adults reading, and reading big books and gobbling up, looking forward to reading, when the demand for their attention from visual media was also very, very strong. So there's a big benchmark in change, 1997 with the first Harry Potter, and then all of the series that have followed after that both young adults and children have read. Would you repeat the first part?
Yeah. How do you see the implied audience for children's literature having changed?
There's so much more development around the stages of childhood, so the implied audience has become more refined. You see that in books, in good bookstores, baby books, you know, baby Einstein, and then the next level for the kindergarten, and then grade. In fact, by age, almost by each age or a couple of years of developmental stages. So that's a difference. There are books being published targeted at particular ages. Not that good readers don't always still read above their age or their so-called stage of development. So that's changed, and it's been, well, you know how, I forget the most recent figures, but is it a $30 billion a year industry, children's book? And that's an amazing thing with the competition from all of the electronic and all the social media. So there's an understanding of different needs of children and young people at different ages. So I think that's a big change. So when my mother, Irene Donnelly, who was an artist, draftsperson, and a reader, had to work, leave school when she was in grade 8 and work, as did many of her generation. That there was a part of our family life that was never ignored, and that was in the evening she would sit at a round table, sort of like one I have, and we all would sit around, not my father, but my little sister, my older brother, my older sister, and Irene would read to us. Our mother would read to us, and the littlest one would have to listen up. Mark Twain, she read us Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, and John Steinbeck's The Red Pony, and all Heidi, Johanna Spyris, and all of those books, all those classics were read aloud. And I remember my brother and my older sister understanding parts that I didn't, but I remember wanting to understand them, and sometimes sort of understanding them because they did, or because my mother was such a good reader. That importance of reading aloud to children is something that the literacy alliances and all sort of librarians and teachers understand really well now, I think, and so that the developing books for different audiences has become really important.